Welcome to part 2 of the Parks and Rec style intro. Today what I want to do is look at the very first part of this. And this may seem like a short way to go to get where we're going, but it's the first step. So I've chopped up the video, and here's what we're looking at. The first, and what I call the first step. This is from the initial screen of the fields that shows onto the first transition, which is to move the field screen to a certain spot and create two more, one more video and an image in with it. And that's what I'm going to try to start with, and try to show you as best I can what it takes to do that. And I don't know how well I'll succeed at it, but I'm going to give it a shot. And like I said, I'm building this in parts, and I'm going to do this part, and then I'll save this part, and then I'm going to do the next part. I'll save that part. And then eventually I'll have probably 20 parts to this that I want to do. It's just, I think it was, I don't know if it was the way that was done originally when they did it, but it seemed to me like the best way to get it done in steps and then put it all together. I think the last step will be adding music, obviously, but I just think this is a way to go with it. So stay tuned. Here we go. Like I said, this is the first part that I'm going to be trying to emulate. I'll play that, and then we'll go into trying to emulate that. Alright, now like I said, that wasn't much. I agree. But I think the only way that I can do this is to cut it up and do it like this, because it's going to be a steep learning curve for me to get just this much done. So in order to do that, first thing I have to do is I kind of read my instructions. The first one was like this. I've got my glasses on so I can read this. The first part is video 1, full screen for 17 frames. Transition starts at frame 18. Okay, that's the first part of that, and this still hasn't gone to the point where we're at. Second instruction says transition video 1 to upper left. Video 2 appears directly beneath, and image 1 partial on a full height right side. Now that is where we're to, okay? And it says all done at frame 25. Hold until 116. Okay, that's what we're shooting for on this first part. And I think if I can get that done, I'll be amazed. So you guys stay with me now. I'm gonna try to do that and see what I come up with, and then I'll come back and talk to you again. So hang in there. Okay, first thing we need to do here is look at the size of the screen, and we can see it is 640 by 360. And well, next we're going to look and see how they split the screen up, which is kind of strange to me. Instead of putting it into equal sections, they put it this. I'm sure it serves some purpose for them to do it this way for TV or whatever, but it just doesn't make any sense to me, because it would just be so much easier to split it up equally like this. Here you can see that the screen is split up equally, and the ones on the left are each quarter screens, and the one on the right is half of the full screen. So that's just much easier to do that way. So that's the way I'm going to do it, and it's not really a matter of how it's going to turn out so much as it's just easier to figure. I'm back with you again, YouTube. For this part, basically what I'm going to do is just work with one video at a time, just to show you what I'm doing. Now this is just a random video I selected, the girls playing volleyball. What I'm going to do is it's going to run for 10 seconds, and then it's going to reduce itself to the quarter screen at the top left. And you'll see that happen and we'll show you in just a second here. Turn it on, let her go. Oops. There we go. Now you'll see it. Watch what happens here. After 10 seconds, it goes into the quarter screen. Just like that. Now that's exactly what we want to happen. And that's just one one video, okay? I'm gonna stop it here. What that encompasses, I should say, and I'm gonna bring up the event pan crop, and we'll look at that. Bring it out a little bit. Now you can see, I'm gonna reduce the size of it so you can see what I'm looking at here. Now that's reduced, and you can get an idea of looking at the measurements of the width and the height and things like that. But that's what it's doing on the timeline. Basically, it's reducing itself to that quarter screen. Now to bring it back out, you would move it the other way, but that's neither here or there. But basically, that's what I did, and you have to get this timeline right on here, this timeline here. These keyframes, these keyframe marker things, are how this is done. And you set a keyframe, and then you do what you want to do up here. And then if you want to do something else on down the line, you put another keyframe in, and you redo this, whatever you want to do. So it's kind of simple, actually, in a way. But the problem I'm having is I don't know how exact my measurements are here. I mean, I see my guidelines here, and I don't know if that's exactly, but if you look at here, I don't think that's exactly the correct width and height. But like I said, it's probably close enough for this. And now, I'm going to get out of here. This has to be done for each video track or image, either one. They're all video tracks. So basically what you're going to have to do is make 3 video tracks to start off with. Okay, and each one's going to have to do whatever it has to do. And the second one that's going to be below this video here is going to have to be basically down below here, and it's going to have to come up to here. And at the same time, the other video track is going to be from here coming over here in a full screen, basically, until it gets to where it goes. So it's it's kind of complicated to do, and like I said, I don't know how well I can do. I can do the one, that's no problem, and I could probably do the other one, no problem. But that third one, getting it all synchronized is what I'm talking about, and you know, it has a lot to do with the timeline. And you have to be, you know, all of them have to be adjusted the same way. So that's basically what I'm looking at, and I hope you guys can appreciate what this is encompassing to do, because I don't know, to tell you the truth, if I can get it all done. But I do want to try to do this first part of it at least to see if I can accomplish that. So hang with me a little bit longer, and we'll get this done. Alright, back one more time. As you can see, I have 2 video tracks up on the timeline now. And what we're going to do is play this one more time. Again, it's 10 seconds, and then the transition will start, you'll see. And you'll see what happens here. Watch the screen. And like I said, they're just playing volleyball. Now it's going to go down to the quarter screens. There you go. And I have both of them playing, and that's the effect I want to get. Now the last thing to do is on the third track, have it come in from this way at the same time. This is it wasn't really that hard to do these 2, but I'm just thinking this third one, man, I don't know. I'm hoping it won't be that bad, but I guess we'll see. Now on the Parks and Rec, it's just a still image, so I probably will do that. Put a still image in there and just bring it over, and we'll try that and go from there. So hang with me one more time. We'll see if we can get this done. All right, back one more time again with you. I have the third third image up, and I forgot to do one little thing on it here, but it's not a big deal. I think I can fix that real quick here just by doing this. There we go. Now we're set. This should come over like I hope it will. This video that's playing will go up here. The one that's down below on the other track will come up here, and this image, this third image, will come across. Now we'll see what happens. Again, 10 seconds, and then the transition will begin. So watch it and see how it all works. Coming up to it. Here we go. How's that? Okay, I have video 1 playing left or left, video 2 playing below it, and the still image on the right. I think I did a pretty good job on that. You can see there's a little bit of a black line around this. That's from, I think that's why they used a black border around these, because it's really hard to get that everything in there exactly right. But that's the first part. What I'm going to do with this is make a video of it, and I will put it out and see how it looks on full screen to where you can see a little bit better. But that's pretty much the first part of this done, guys. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, but there's a couple places that need some improvement. Like I said, it is working though, so I'm gonna count that good. So let me get back to you in just a second with the final words on this. All right, for my final words on this, I'm going to put up the video. This video I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to put this up on the in the video itself, and you'll see how it works. Let me play it real quick. Anyway, that's the way it turned out. Now, that's just part 1 again. I've got to do this several times, and this is going to be difficult. I can tell you that right now. But that's the effect I'm going for. I think you get a clear picture now of what I'm trying to do, and that it is possible. Again, you can see the black line around there. I've got that up just a hair is what it is. This is not going to be the final product, obviously, but anyway, it's just a good example of how this is done, how it's done. It's not too bad to do once you get the hang of moving things around and things like that, and using the keyframe. So that's the key right there, is the keyframe. So you guys, this is finished of part 1, and like I said, I'm going to put this that video in there, and I'll show you how it works, and go from there. So stay tuned. I don't know how long it'll be, but eventually we'll do a part 3 to this, and basically I forget now how it goes, but one of these comes back to full screen, and it goes from there. So you've seen the original how it went. So we will get that done, and hopefully get back with you before long. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.